This is Ryan Elliott for Boxing Social in association with Betfred. Today we're joined by the Doncaster De La Hoya, Dave Allen. Dave, it's been a while since I've seen you. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you, Ryan. How are you?
I'm good, thank you for asking. Now, obviously you've been back out in the ring. Congratulations on the win. We'll start there before we come on to all of this. How did you feel and how nice was it to get back out and get that winning feeling?
It was just nice being in the ring, mate. I've been out for nearly I think it's over 18 months, and it was nice to be back boxing. The opponent was, he was what he was. He wasn't even good. Never mind about to say he wasn't great. He wasn't even good, but it was the right opponent for that fight. And move on to the next one now, which is in 7 weeks, and we take it one at a time. And I felt all right on Friday, so we go on to the next one.
Mentioned you back out quite quick there, October. Talking about that, is it just about enjoying it, keeping this busy?
Well, yeah, just being busy. The level of competition will steadily get better. I fight in 7 weeks, as does Levi Kinciona. We've got to keep him busy and active. He's at the stage of his career now where he needs to be busy and active. So when I box, he boxes. So yeah, we're out in 7 weeks, and everything's going good, mate. I'm just really happy. Everything in my life's going well. My personal life, other things I've got going on. Everything's I'm not saying I'm a major success or anything, but everything's just going all right, mate. I just need things to be. I don't need things to be going amazingly well. I need them just to be going all right, and they are. So everything's good.
Just to pick that back up, Dave, you mentioned that everything's in a good place. Is that helping you enjoy your boxing more as well? The fact you're not worried, you're not fighting for the wrong reasons, you can just get on with everything in your life, and boxing's a bit of a bonus right now.
I'm just enjoying it. I don't think I'm going to be world champion, you know what I mean? Don't think I'm going to be European champion. If I won a British Commonwealth title at this point, I'd be over the moon, you know what I mean? It'd be a minor miracle, I guess. But just enjoying it. I'm in good shape, I'm physically fit. I'm eating well, I'm training well, I'm resting well. So I think I'm going to do. I think I'm going to do better than a lot of people think. But success can be measured in lots of different ways. And for me, it's just being happy, being content. My fighters that I manage and train, being busy and active, and so yeah, everything's going well, mate.
With the fact that you seem in such a good place and you're back and you're active again, are you thinking at all about what you want to achieve on this run? Are you just whatever will be at this moment in time?
Yeah, I'm not thinking about anything, mate, really. I'm thinking just one fight at a time in 7 weeks. I think I'm boxing a guy who's 6-2 from Bosnia or a 7-1 fella from Turkey, and I've watched them both. They're a little bit better than the Italian fella, but we're not by much. But that's all I need. The same people that say, "Oh, you should be fighting Fabio Wardley and Alan Babic." They're the same people that are moaning that I'm taking it, steady going through the levels. So I'm enjoying it. The people that are coming to paying the tickets and watching, they're the ones that matter. They're enjoying it. They had a great night. Friday was a great night. It was busy. A lot of support came. So as long as people keep coming to support, keep watching on Fight Zone, I will keep going.
We are, of course, down here for Lara-Warrington2. We've got another press conference starting shortly. Are you just down here as a fan for the next couple of days?
I'm out with the lads having a day out. Come to see Barker, Coogan and that. Come to see him all in the local. Leeds is pretty local for me, so yeah, we just come for the day out really. We've been to Nando's, we've been around, we've been doing a bit, and so yeah, I'm not here for any reason at all, to be honest. I'm not even going to the show tomorrow.
That said, I'm sure you've seen a bit of a footage of that intense face-off today we had with Josh Warrington, Maurizio Lara. Repeat or revenge, and what does Josh Warrington have to do differently?
Well, I think it'll be a repeat. I didn't see anything from the first fight to make me think it was a fluke. You hear stories, Warrington training wasn't right, his shoulder or something, all the rest of it. For me, after the first fight, you think Lara wins by stoppage again because it wasn't a fluke. But I hope Warrington wins, of course I do. He's a local lad and nice bloke, and some big fights there with Galahad rematch and Wood and even Dickens and all the other lads at featherweight. But I just think Lara will win. I hope Josh wins, but I just didn't see anything in the first fight. I don't think Josh is going to turn into a master boxer overnight and box Lara for 12 rounds. He's going to get stuck into a fight, and I think this fella hits a little bit too hard.
Just to touch on the rest of the card, we've got Ben Granados, we've got the return of Katie Taylor, we've got Ebony Bridges here as well. What other fights are you looking forward to? Maxie Hughes as well, one of the real feel-good stories of British boxing right now. What are you excited for?
I'm looking forward to watching Ebony Bridges. Big Bridges fan, lovely girl. Just been with her now, she's a lovely girl. And she can fight as well. The Connolly fight, to me, showed she's good. She's serious. She's a fighter. She's not just a good-looking girl. She can fight. So, looking forward to that. Taylor, I think, looks to have a pretty straightforward job on. Can I say that? I guess I can. No to do with Matchroom anymore. So yeah, I think that's a pretty straightforward job. And then Ben Granados, I thought Granados was an hard fight. I thought it might be an hard fight for Ben because Ben's beat Formella and Vargas, but I'm not sure how good them two are, to be honest. So I would rather see Conor Ben fight McKinson, Congo. I'd like to go down that route so we know how good he is, because beating these fellas, you're not really sure, you know. Like Vargas is known for being tough and hanging around with some good names, so is Granados. So I think he probably beats Granados because they're not daft. You know, Eddie won't bring him over if you're going to beat Conor Ben, so I think Conor Ben will win. But after this, I'd much rather see Ben fight McKinson or Congo or Esserman, something like that, so we can get a proper good gauge where he's at. Because with these, you're not really sure. You're not sure whether how far they've slid, because Granados on the slide, as was Vargas. You're not really sure, but I think Ben will win. I hope he does. Again, he's the next possible pay-per-view star, isn't he? So we've got to hope he keeps winning. Max Hughes, obviously from the same town as me. I hope he does the job. It's been great watching him succeed over the last couple of years, because he had about 30 amateur fights before I even stepped in the gym. He was the first man I ever sparred, him and Jason Cunningham. And watching them doing what they're doing now is fantastic. So the bill, to be fair, the bill's quite good. Quite impressed with the bill. It's not a bad bill at all.
Dave, we're waiting on news of Dillian Whyte's next opponent. They've penciled a date in. It seems to be between Chris Arreola, Jermaine Franklin and Charles Martin. What fight, as a fan, would you like to see?
The only fight that interests me out of them three is Charles Martin. I think Charles Martin's a really good fight. Charles Martin can fight. I don't even know what's happening now. Is box office on the zone or not? Is that even a thing? It's not a thing. I want to see him fight Charles Martin because I think that's a good fight. Arreola's not won a fight for a couple of years, and Franklin, we're not really sure how good he is. So for me, I prefer Martin. Franklin will be alright. Arreola, I think we've kind of seen Arreola too many times now, but all of them are interesting fights, aren't they, nonetheless?
I want to get your thoughts, Dave, as well. We've had the Sky Boxing announcement there, line up post-matchroom. Just wanted to get your thoughts on what we saw, the US stuff and the UK stuff they've announced too.
I'm super impressed, to be honest. I think the two Sky shows they've announced are brilliant. I was shocked they've got Newcastle, like Sky, like they've got Newcastle, don't they? Ritson, Marshall, April Hunter and a few others. So I think that's a big move from Sky, to be honest. I was shocked how good the shows were in terms of quality. The first two cards they put on, really good. Brilliant, actually. I was surprised. I don't want to say surprised, but I was surprised how good they were. So they're doing big things. Yeah, so it's great that you got DAZN, you got Sky Sports, and obviously down a few notches from that you got Fight Zone where I'm at now, because we're starting from the ground up. But it's great that there's so many options for boxing in Britain to be fighting on. There's so many opportunities for them all.
Dave, before I let you go, there's something I wanted to get your thoughts on. You've had experience of sharing the ring with people who have failed tests in the past. We saw Oscar Valdez had his A and his B sample both returned positive. The commissioner in Arizona have ruled that he's allowed to fight still. I just wanted to get your reaction to that when you read that news.
Well, someone said to me the other day, "Were you shocked when Valdez failed the test?" I'm fucking more shocked when they're not failing these days. I'm more shocked they're not fucking catching more out. But there's nothing I can say on here that it's disgraceful. I have more colourful language, but I'm nearly 30, so I've got to stop all that now. But it's disgusting, mate, to be honest. It's disgusting. The fact that I don't really watch much fight at that level anymore, because I don't compete there, and the people I've trained and managed don't compete there, so I'm not interested. But I didn't know he was allowed to fight, but I'm not shocked, mate. Boxing is a fucking horrible, dirty game, especially at the top level.
Just a couple more, Dave, before I let you bring your friends in that you're here with. Firstly, Alan Babic being with Lucas Brown, your old mate. What do you make of that?
Babic will batter him. Won't last around. And I really like Lucas Brown. A lovely fellow, was a top fighter back in the day, but he's shot to pieces. But yeah, Babic-Browne, I like it though. Keep Babic unbeaten for another 12 months, and I'll do him.
One final one. It is, of course, the return of the Haymaker next weekend, Dave, on Triller. What do you make of it when you see these guys come back and fighting each other on Triller, especially his friend as well in Joe Fournier?
It's a load of bollocks, isn't it? I love David A. David A was my hero as a kid, but it's a load of bollocks. I won't be watching it, because what's the point? The only intrigue is how fucking real it's going to be. It's a load of bollocks, isn't it? But if they're making the money that they're saying they're making for it, fair play to them.
Dave, final thing, because I promised you could bring your pals in if you did this interview. I'm going to pass you the mic and let you introduce everybody.
I'll bring them all in. We've got John Clark here, John Clark, nutritionist. We had a good day out in Leeds, haven't we? What's been your highlight so far?
Highlights so far.
All you come in?
Lunch with Darren Barker, meeting Eddie Earn.
That's it. Paul's going to come in. Paul's here, because I've got some very interesting questions for Paul. Paul is a boxing trainer. He trains Stevie Levy.
Hello. How are we doing? Come on, Dave. Are you going to ask?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, he trains Stevie Levy. Stevie Levy's 4-0 now, and Paul trains her. And the other three are riding behind that pole over there. I'll just do it because I like to make them feel uncomfortable. Yeah, that'd be nice. Steve Slack there. He's head of team morale at Whyte-Martin Promotions. Thank you.
Cheers, Dave.
Cheers, mate.